In almost every form of media, films, books, anime, games, manga, etc, etc, a villain is presented to us, and even though in retrospect their presence isn't exactly prominently shown throughout the story, the small and simple amount of screen time that they have catches us hook, line and sinker. And there's many examples of this throughout history, but in more recent times, particularly for the manga side of the medium, one character has caught a lot of attention, mine included. Sukuna Ryomen, a character in Jujutsu Kaisen who, for all intents and purposes, we know almost next to nothing about. This character has been present from day one of Jujutsu Kaisen and is one of the longest and biggest ongoing mysteries in the series, and the writer Gege has done a phenomenal job in putting this man's overwhelming menacery across to us throughout the pages and even in the anime now. But what makes this character so much more interesting than the rest? Why is it that so many people want to know more and more about him every time he is drip-fed to us across the pages and on the screen? The best way I can relate Sukuna's presence in this series is to Heath Ledger's Joker, and some of you may get extremely mad upon hearing that comparison, but if I was to tell someone about the series of Jujutsu Kaisen and try and explain Sukuna as a villain, I'd probably use this comparison as one of my selling points. Both Sukuna and Joker have two things in common: mystery and chaos. Every time the Joker appeared on screen in The Dark Knight, he took control completely. As he strolls into a simple dinner party proclaiming himself as tonight's entertainment, he takes control of the room. Nobody knows who he is, mystery, but everyone knows he's holding a weapon, chaos. And the same thing happens with Sukuna. We really don't know who he is except for the fact that he's been around for an extremely long time, mystery, and every time he does appear, this man causes sheer and utter chaos and devastation, chaos. And conveniently, just like the Joker, he also does this with a smile on his face. You see, I think when authors can write a good villain like these characters I've mentioned, they create sometimes more intrigue into the villain than the story themselves. Every time Sukuna appears on screen, I find myself scouring the pages for something, literally anything, to give us a clue for his motives and what makes him tick. And after 221 chapters, nothing. There is literally nothing to give us any more clues into Sukuna. Gege has given us such a monstrous powerhouse of a villain, but has also given us nothing but speculation and hints from mythology to try and unravel this man himself. Another example of a villain like this is Voss from Far Cry 3, a simply fucking incredible game. I played it, and when I did play it, I found myself genuinely not caring about the story and just wanting to play through it instead to see as much as possible of Voss's character, because he had me so intrigued that I was so incredibly invested. I found myself playing just to see more of him on the screen. I didn't care about these side missions or Jason or saving his family or his brothers. I didn't care about any of that. I just wanted to see more of Voss.
I'm gonna chill, I'm gonna relax, because you, and your tough guy brother, we're gonna have a lot of fun together while we wait for the money.
And when you as a writer have created a character like that, you know you've done a good job. And this is exactly what Gege Akutami has done an incredible job. Throughout this whole series, there are many characters that have been beautifully crafted and molded, that even though they're fictional, we as the reader and the watcher find ourselves getting so invested, whether they're the good guys or the bad ones. And for this reason, you find yourself wanting more and more of them. The one who stands above them all, in my opinion, is Sukuna Ryomen, and who, in my opinion, is the Joker of the current generation of manga, a character whose mere presence incites absolute chaos, fear, and destruction, but one who ultimately ends up leaving you with more of a hit of dopamine and wanting more. And even though they are a horrible person, you still just want more of their presence on the pages. And after 221 chapters of being drip-fed information about Sukuna, we still really only know about a paragraph's worth of actual information on him, and that fact in and of itself makes this series so much more worth reading. And I'm sure whatever Gege has in store for us in the future and towards the end of the series, it will be worth it. Anyway, that is everything from me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, as we have coming up on the 9k subscriber mark, which is pretty cool if you ask me. But anyways, I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Much love, big kisses, peace.